In this video, we delve into the unique and devastating experience of narcissistic betrayal trauma, which differs significantly from typical relationship betrayals. If your trust in your partner has been shattered, if you feel ashamed or guilty for their actions, or if you struggle to find closure, you may have experienced narcissistic betrayal trauma. This video aims to help you understand and navigate this complex emotional journey. Betrayal trauma in a romantic relationship is a painful realization that the person you trusted, loved, and believed in is not who they appeared to be. This realization can stem from a single traumatic event or a series of actions that reveal their true nature. The most common single events are those that shatter your perception of them. Often the first time they have a violent outburst or rage, when they curse at you, call you derogatory names, threaten your life, or the first time your partner hits, slaps, or physically harms you. It can also be a sudden realization that your partner has been secretly sabotaging your success, lying to you, or having an affair. A gradual erosion of trust and view of the person can also cause betrayal trauma. This happens where they slowly erode your trust by telling small lies, gaslighting you, dismissing or invalidating your successes, manipulating or exploiting you, or showing a pattern of lack of respect, empathy, or care for you. Each time an action of theirs chips away at your trust for them until you finally realize they are not the person you thought and hoped they are. This painful realization will destroy your view of them and may cause you to experience betrayal trauma. Narcissistic betrayal trauma is distinct from typical betrayal trauma, primarily due to the narcissist's refusal to acknowledge their wrongdoing, their tendency to downplay the impact of their actions, and their habit of blaming you for their actions. In a normal betrayal, the betrayer might eventually admit their faults and show remorse, allowing for some degree of understanding and potential closure. However, in narcissistic betrayal, the narcissist often denies any wrongdoing, making you question your own reality. For example, if you caught your partner cheating, they might gaslight you by denying the affair outright, possibly making you feel paranoid or overly suspicious. Even when confronted with evidence, the narcissist might blame you for not providing enough attention or love, effectively shifting the guilt onto you. Furthermore, narcissists often downplay the impact of their actions, making you feel as though you are overreacting or being too sensitive. For instance, if your narcissistic partner regularly lies about their whereabouts, they might dismiss your feelings of betrayal by claiming it's not a big deal and that you are being dramatic. This minimalization invalidates your emotions, causing confusion and self-doubt. Blame shifting is another hallmark of narcissistic betrayal. Instead of accepting responsibility, narcissists frequently turn the tables, making you feel guilty for the narcissist's harmful actions. For example, if a narcissist sabotages your job interview by hiding your car keys, they might later accuse you of being disorganized or careless. Even if the truth comes to light, the narcissist might still find ways to justify their behavior, further entrenching you in a cycle of self-blame and guilt. Even when a narcissistic partner apologizes, it is often tainted with blame shifting and refusal to take responsibility. There is seldom any emotional connection in their apology, as well as little acknowledgement for their actions or how it impacted you. They may, for instance, only say, "I'm sorry you feel that way," "I'm sorry I upset you," or "I'm sorry about what I did." They do not specify what they did, the impact it has on you, and your right to be upset. Often they will expect you to just forgive them because they said the magic word, sorry, and may even get angry when you do not immediately forgive them or expect them to do things to earn your trust again. Narcissistic betrayal trauma has profound and far-reaching effects, stemming from a narcissist's refusal to admit fault and their manipulative tactics. If you experience narcissistic betrayal trauma, This refusal may prevent you from gaining closure, leaving you to deal with the unresolved feelings of betrayal and confusion. Without an admission of guilt or a sincere apology, you may be left questioning your own reality and feeling isolated in your pain. The lack of understanding and communication about why the betrayal happened can leave you in a state of emotional limbo, unable to fully process the trauma. Self-doubt and confusion are some of the most significant effects you may experience. Constant gaslighting and manipulation can make you question your own perceptions, experiences, and memory. You may find yourself wondering if you are overreacting or being overly sensitive, as a narcissist repeatedly downplays the impact of their actions. This can lead to a deep sense of insecurity and a loss of trust in your own judgment. The emotional turmoil experienced by victims of narcissistic betrayal trauma is profound. You may experience intense sadness, anger, and betrayal, coupled with a pervasive sense of worthlessness and shame. This emotional pain is made worse by the narcissist's blame-shifting tactics, which may make you feel responsible for their betrayal. For instance, a narcissist may accuse you of causing their infidelity by not being attentive or loving enough, or not pleasing them in bed enough, further entrenching your guilt and self-blame. Major trust issues are another common effect. After experiencing such profound betrayal, you may find it challenging to trust others, fearing further manipulation and deceit. This hypervigilance can make it difficult for you to form new relationships or maintain existing ones, as you may always be on guard for potential betrayals. The constant state of alertness can be mentally and emotionally exhausting, leading to increased anxiety and stress. You may also experience long-term psychological effects, which can include anxiety, depression, and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. You may struggle with intrusive thoughts, flashbacks, and nightmares related to the betrayal, and may also experience physical symptoms such as insomnia, headaches, and digestive issues due to the chronic stress and emotional pain. Overall, the effects of narcissistic betrayal trauma are particularly devastating due to the ongoing manipulation and lack of accountability by the narcissist. This unique and insidious form of betrayal leaves deep emotional scars, making the journey to healing and recovery especially challenging. Healing from narcissistic betrayal trauma is a challenging and lengthy process, but with time and support, it is achievable. Start by validating your experiences and emotions, acknowledging that your feelings of betrayal, confusion, and pain are real and justified. Journaling your feelings and thoughts can be particularly helpful, especially if your partner gaslights you and denies things happened. A therapist skilled in dealing with narcissistic abuse survivors can provide a safe space to explore these feelings and develop coping strategies, helping you rebuild your sense of self-worth. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family, and consider joining a support group in person or online. One of the biggest challenges is learning to trust yourself, your instincts, and your judgment of people again. Take small steps in building trust with others. It's important to understand that their breaking your trust is not a reflection of your worth as a person, or because you did anything wrong. They chose to do the actions they did, even if they tried to blame you. They could have walked away from an argument or tried to work with you to solve the issues in the relationship. Prioritize self-care by engaging in activities that nourishes your mind, body, and soul, such as physical exercise, healthy eating, and sufficient sleep. Mindful practices like meditation and yoga can help reduce stress and increase emotional resilience. Narcissistic people's actions are driven by a need for validation and low emotional empathy, making them often illogical or confusing for most. Educating yourself on narcissism and narcissistic abuse can help your brain make sense of what you experienced and why you experienced it. One of the hardest aspects of narcissistic betrayal trauma is realizing that you may never be able to trust your partner again. Even if you give them countless chances, they often refuse to change and will betray your trust again. It may be easier to accept that your partner is who they are and will not change. Rather than putting your life on hold to help them or blaming yourself for their actions, focus on your own healing, success, and life. As you reach out for help, it may sound logical to talk to your church leader, but this can cause more harm than good. Find out why by watching the video suggested to you right now.